For more than 9,300 years, the Shaitan volcano was a sleeping beast. Residents of this town, which bears the same name, say they barely knew it existed. That changed on May 2nd, when Shaitan erupted violently, sending a column of hot ash and gases some 12 miles into the air. Shaitan exploded with such force that some scientists warned of a more damaging eruption that could erase the town, much like Mount Vesuvius destroyed the Roman city of Pompeii in AD 79. The initial eruption spared Shaitan. Then, less than 2 weeks later, the rains came. Swelling with rainfall and volcanic material, the river here overflowed its banks. A sea of fallen trees and gray mud swept over the town, destroying half of Shaitan within a few days. Today, Shaitan is a ghost town. A bus stands suspended in time on a main road, buried up to its windows. There is no electricity or running water. Houses are nearly filled to their roofs with gray mud. Residents like Pedro Vasquez, a retired army colonel that moved here 8 years ago, are still trying to recover their belongings from their buried homes.
Our house is here with all this volcanic ash, but we're working to clean it. We're going to clean it because of the hope of rebuilding our town. Our town lives. It's alive. It's hurt, but our town is still alive.
The government is wrestling with what to do with Shaitan, whether to rebuild or move it safely away from the volcano. Shaitan is still active, complicating the decisions of residents and the government. Many of those who were evacuated, like Johnny Delgado, a cattle rancher who is living with his wife Lorena and 4 children in the city of Puerto Montt, want to go back.
Well, my plans would hopefully be to return to my land, to my home. I feel awful, but who is there to blame? No one. Only nature.
For him, the pull of life in the country is too strong.
They need their mountaintops, their fields, their cows. These are things that, well, for an outsider, it wouldn't seem like such a big deal. But for them, it's very important.
Chile's government has reacted to the tragedy by saying it would build an early warning detection system to measure seismic activities in potentially active volcanoes.
But we can't let our guard down, as they say. We must vigilantly monitor the volcano, because one needs to be attentive and prepared for any eventual reaction.
Shaitan is hardly the only town that faces the threat of extinction. There have been more than 150 known eruptions from 30 different volcanoes in Chile since about the year 1600. For Shaitan, volcano experts say, it was only a matter of time before the beast awoke from its slumber. For the New York Times, this is Alexi Barrio Nuevo.